Rosanday Caranon from Group 7, and I am here to report about the Renaissance art. First, let us start about our objectives. We have 4 objectives for this report. A is to define Renaissance art, B, to determine the characteristics of Renaissance art, and C, to determine the most distinguished artists during the Renaissance period, and D, to determine the most distinguished artworks during the Renaissance period. And for the topics of this report, we have 4 topics. A is the definition of Renaissance art, B, characteristics of Renaissance art, C, distinguished artists in the Renaissance period, and D, distinguished artworks in the Renaissance period.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cleve P. Dongdong, and I'm your discussant for today's video. So today we were gonna tackling about what is Renaissance is all about. So Renaissance is a cultural and intellectual movement that began in Italy during 14th century and spread in Europe in 16th century. Renaissance means rebirth that marked by renewed interest into classical traditions of Greece and Rome, where they are naka-interest sila into a classical art, philosophy that is included into intellectual, artistic, and philosophical heritage, that inspiring revolutions in painting, sculpture, and architecture, where we have many artists of that time. First, in painting, we have Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael, that they use some techniques like perspective, chiaroscuro, and sfumato that creating more realistic and human-centered works that emphasizing depth, light, and emotions. And also in sculpture, we have the artists like Donatello's and Michelangelo's masterpieces, which is David and Pieta, that highlighting the mastery of form and the human figure. In architecture, also in this Renaissance, that embrace classical elements like columns, arch, and domes with groundbreaking works such as Brunelleschi's dome for the Florence Cathedral and Bramante's design of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, that is reflecting in a harmonious blend of function and beauty. So why is it that the artists that time they do that painting? Because Renaissance artists sought the blend beauty, science, religion, and human experiences that they create their work not just in aesthetically pleasing others, but also their works or their art, they give rich meaning that reflecting into intellectual and cultural rebirth of that period.
For the distinct pieces of Renaissance period, they divided it into several distinct pieces, each reflecting different artistic, cultural, and intellectual developments. This period are early Renaissance from 1400s to 1475. The early Renaissance marks the beginning of the revival of classical ideas. Artists began to experiment with perspective, anatomy, and more naturalistic portrayals of the human figure. This was a growing interest in humanism and the study of ancient Greek and Roman art. Artists like Giotto began exploring perspective and naturalism. For the next, we have High Renaissance from 1475 to 1520. This is the peak of Renaissance art when artistic achievements reach their fullest expression. Artists in this period achieved mastery in the use of perspective, realism, and idealized human form. It was marked by a balance of classical harmony and naturalism. Da Vinci Michelangelo and Raphael reached the peak of technical mastery in High Renaissance. We also have the Late Renaissance from 1520 to 1600. The Late Renaissance, sometimes called the Mannerist period, is characterized by a departure from the balanced harmony of the High Renaissance. Artists emphasize artificiality, elongated proportions, and complex compositions. There was a greater focus on personal expression and experimentation. Lastly, the Northern Renaissance from 1400 to 1600. While not a separate period, the Northern Renaissance refers to the Renaissance art that developed outside Italy, particularly in Flanders, France, Germany, and the Netherlands. It focused on detailed, realistic depictions of everyday life and religious scenes, with a strong emphasis on oil painting techniques.
So, let's proceed into the characteristics of Renaissance art. We just need to remember the word fish, park, and a per cloud. F is for focus of the human body. This representation is how we focus in individual human figure to see or showcasing the emotions, expression, and stories, just like Michelangelo's masterpiece, which is David. As we can see in a picture, it shows a body figure of him with the dynamic poses. It shows they are only focused in the human body. Then I is for idealization of human form, that this characteristic is idealized to create perfect representations of the body, like the classical proportions, the balance and the harmony, the beauty and elegance that is really matter for them when they create a art. Then S is for symmetry and proportion. So expression of harmony and balance. An example for that is the art of Leonardo da Vinci and Raphael, that they use geometric and mathematical formulas para lang to create a balanced and harmonious composition of their over layout for their artworks. Then let's proceed in H, which is humanism. On the human experience, celebrating the individual. So humanism is representing human form in more naturalistic and idealized ways, that emphasizing potentials of dignity and humanity.
And to define the park, we have portraiture, a rise in the popularity of portrait painting, often with a focus on individual personality and status. For example, Leonardo da Vinci's painting Mona Lisa. And for the architectural innovation, a return to classical forms such as columns, domes, and arcs, as well as the development of new architectural techniques. For example, Brunelleschi's dome for Florence Cathedral. And for the religious and mythological themes, while religion remained a major subject, artists began to depict classical mythology and secular subjects more frequently. Chiaroscuro, the contrast between light and dark to create volume and depth in paintings and sculptures. To define the four, we have F for focus on individual artists. Artists gain recognition as independent creative geniuses rather than just anonymous craftsmen, leading to the glorification of artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael. And use of oil paint. The development of oil painting allowed for greater detail, richer colors, and more subtle gradations of light and shadow compared to tempera paints. And for the R, we have realism and naturalism. greater attention to accurate depictions of the human form, anatomy, and proportion, often with a focus of naturalistic light, shadow, and texture. To define the clad, we have C for color and texture, greater attention to the realistic depiction of colors, textures, for example, fabrics and skin, and atmospheric effects and tinting. And for L, we have linear perspective, the use of mathematical principles to create the illusion of depth and three-dimensionally on a two-dimensional surface. And depiction of light, for letter D, artists explored the effects of natural light on figures and landscape, using light to emphasize form and create mood. And lastly, we have U for the use of space. Artists began to explore to more complex spatial arrangement using perspective and foreshortening to create depth and movement in their works. And let us now proceed to the most distinguished artists. We have Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, and Michelangelo. Leonardo da Vinci, a polymath, is someone who excels in multiple disciplines. Leonardo da Vinci was a genius in every field. The Last Supper and Mona Lisa are his crowning achievements, blending mystery, emotion, and technical brilliance. And we also have Raphael, or Raffaello Sanzio da Urbino, a high Renaissance painter and an architecture. Raphael was the master of harmony and grace. The School of Athens perfectly captured the spirit of Renaissance. And we also have Michelangelo, the high Renaissance artist also, and masters in painting, sculpture, and architecture. Michelangelo works like David and the creation of Adam are marvels of anatomy, emotion, and sheer skill. Let us now move on to the most distinguished artworks. First, we have The Last Supper, and it is painted by Leonardo da Vinci from 1498. He used tempera and oil paint. And next, we have The School of Athens by Raffaello Sanzio da Urbino, or Raphael. He created in 1509 to 1511, and he used the medium of fresco. The School of Athens portrays a gathering of ancient Greek philosophers and scholars, with Plato and Aristotle at the center, symbolizing the foundational principles of idealism and empiricism. And lastly, we have The Creation of Adam by Michelangelo. He created in 1512, where he used the medium of ceiling plaster. The creation of Adam is a biblical creation narrative from the book of Genesis, in which God gives life to Adam, the first man. The fresco is a part of a complex iconographic scheme and is chronologically the fourth in the series of panels depicting episodes from Genesis. In summary, we have here 5 questions. First is that, what does Renaissance art mean? Renaissance art is a period of artistic revival or rebirth, an innovation from the 14th to the 17th century, focusing on the revival of classical ideals and emphasizing realism, humanism, and the accurate depiction of the human figure and nature. And number 2, what are the 4 distinct phases of Renaissance period? We have early Renaissance, high Renaissance, late Renaissance, northern Renaissance. And what are the characteristics for Renaissance art? It is fish, park, fur, clad. And who are the distinguished artists or Holy Trinity of Renaissance period? We have Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo da Vinci. What are the most distinguished artworks of Renaissance art? We have The Last Supper, School of Athens, and The Creation of Adam. In conclusion, the Renaissance art from 14th to 17th century marked a major shift in European art, emphasizing humanism, naturalism, and classical antiquity. Key contributions include in painting, artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael used techniques such as linear perspective and chiaroscuro to achieve realistic human depictions. In sculpture, figures became lifelike with notable works like Michelangelo's David and Pieta, showcasing human beauty and complexity. And in architecture, Filippo Brunelleschi and Donato Bramante advanced classical ideals epitomized by St. Peter Basilica in Rome. The Renaissance elevated artists as creative intellectuals, fostering artistic expression and innovation across Europe. Here is a little trivia about Renaissance art. Botticelli's The Birth of Venus is one of the most famous Renaissance paintings that depicts the goddess Aphrodite, known as Venus in Roman mythology. This is a famous painting by Sandro Botticelli that shows Venus, the goddess of love, standing on a shell as she rises from the sea. It is admired for its beauty, elegance, and soft, graceful style, combining ancient mythology with the artistic focus on human beauty during the Renaissance. And 2. The absence of Mona Lisa's eyebrow. In the Renaissance, it was considered fashionable for women, especially in portraiture, to remove or shave off their eyebrows. In the Renaissance, it was popular for women to shave or remove their eyebrows to make their foreheads look bigger. A larger forehead was seen as a sign of beauty and intelligence at the time, and many portraits of women reflect this fashion trend.